Hi, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Shari's World. Today is October 17th, 2024. On any blog talk show, whatever time it starts, you can always click on 15 minutes before, call in. That's how you get into the queue. 15 minutes before my show started, I had 25 people instantly come in. So you want to jump in. I normally don't take first come, first serve just because of that, but just wanted to give everybody a heads up. Second of all, you can click on my follow button, and that way it'll give you reminders of when I'm going to have my next show. My shows are very sporadic, so I'm not really sure when my next one will be, but this way you can get reminders. These are going to be mini readings, so I don't really like for people to ask questions. That takes up too much time. I do like to just come out of the gate with what your spirit team says. And second of all, let's see here. If I call on your name, just give me your name, where you're calling from, and a little bit about the weather, and then we'll just jump right in. Maybe we will. Okay, there we go. Going to have to give me a minute. It's been a while since I've had a show. All right, so here we go. We're going to go to our first caller. All right. Hi, are you there?
Yes, hi, Shari. This is Bryn from New York City.
Hi.
And the weather is getting cooler. There's little tinges of heat now and again, but it's getting cooler in New York City as fall comes online.
Okay, all right. Hi, Bryn. That's all we need. Just scanning your energetic field here just a bit. One thing that Spirit is showing me is we love the way that you do carry a heavy load, but you do it quite nicely. And your spirit team is, but they're saying that your spirit team is asking you to jump into the unknown, to jump into things that almost scare you. Okay. You're almost your worst enemy. You talk yourself out of things that you want to do because you're scared of either the way that you will be perceived by other people or of failure. And just your spirit team is asking, you can do anything you want, but they're asking you to go about it almost as if it's a game, and it doesn't matter what the outcome is. And because we see a lot of times that they're telling me you're better or the outcome is better than what you perceive it to be. Keep pushing yourself into different directions. We do see where they're showing me where you go off, veer off into maybe, it's funny, they called it different modalities. And modalities are what I do. I have different modalities in the way I do my readings. I can be a healer or this or that. That's what they're showing me with you. They say they're coming in with a different modality for you, and they're opening up your ear chakras. Do you work with spirit?
Yeah, I do readings. I do artwork, like inspirational artwork, and learning about animal communication, and I want to do more about mediumship and all that. Okay,
because they're telling me that they're working on opening up your ear chakras to where you can just hear things, to where you won't have to second guess yourself, so to speak. Yeah, so this will be very beneficial for you. And one more last thing, and then we're going to jump on to the next call. Do you meditate? Sure. Because they're saying we'd like for you to sit in silence more.
Yeah, I meditate once a day. Maybe I should do it twice a day.
Do you do a guided meditation or just in silence?
No, I practice being silent for about 25, 30 minutes. Just
perfect. That's what they like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would almost prefer you to be sitting in silence than with the guided meditation. So you're spot on. Keep doing what you're doing. And they said be prepared because it's almost like they're saying it'll come online very quickly on opening up the ear chakras.
Oh, okay. Great.
So
all right.
Great, yeah. So with that being said, Bryn, I'm going to scoot on. Now I'm going to mute you, and then I'm going to scoot to the next caller.
Okay.
So thanks for calling in.
Yeah, take care.
You're welcome. Thank you. Hi, you too. Bye-bye. I am on the next caller, area code 646. Are you there?
I'm here. Thank you so much for taking my call, Shari. My name is Miranda, and hi. The weather here was about 60 degrees, and it was a sunny day, a little bit of wind, but a nice day all in all for fall.
Okay, so where are you calling from?
New Jersey. Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's just scan your energetic field. We love the way that you just go out there. They're showing me you a great big ear, which tells me that you're a wonderful listener and that you help a lot of people. One thing that they're saying is they're cautioning you to make sure that you carve out some time for yourself. You can only give what you got, and it feels like that a lot of people are pulling on your strings and pulling on your energetic field because they love the words that you say, and it's very comforting. They're showing me a lot of moves for you. It might be a move in a job arena, and then it just almost dominoes to where a lot of things are going to start to be changing. And it's funny, they're showing me you're like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, where she stands there at the crossroads and doesn't know which way to go. You might have a lot of things that just start to change back to back. But that's okay because it feels like that you're ready for a change. Irene's funny. Irene is my joy guide from the other side for people who don't know. If you hear me say Irene, that's who I'm talking to. But they're just showing me there's going to be a lot of changes and for the better. They want to spice up your life, so to speak. I don't know if you feel like you've been in a...
spicing up. Yeah, I need.
It's so funny because they're showing... they're showing me you're flatlined, and you've been asking for this on maybe even an unconscious level. That you want, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, I didn't say anything actually. Maybe I was thinking to myself, I want more of a social life. I used to volunteer. I moved and I'm not volunteering right now. I want things to look forward to, and I just feel like right now things are too bland, Shari, and I don't know. I want things to look forward to. I really do.
Yeah, Irene says you better buckle your seatbelt because it's almost like all of these opportunities are going to come at you, boom, boom, and be ready. We don't want to tell you what to do, but we're just going to tell you what to do. Don't sit there and contemplate, should I do this, should I not? Because then that opportunity will just fly out the window. Just jump on it. We don't have to figure everything out. Just jump on these opportunities. And what we mean by opportunities is we see, like we said, almost feel like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz in the Twister. So many things are coming. This is what you want to just go for it. Go. Sometimes it feels like you've been invited to places and you're like, oh, no, I don't feel like just do it. And then once you commit, then you're committed and then you're going because it feels like you're going to have new friends come in. New friends are going to introduce you to new ideas and new, I guess we want to say fun things to do. You're going to be shake, rattle, and rolling. Irene's funny.
I hope so.
And
I hope so.
Yeah, and just fun things that you never might have not thought about it. And it can be something as silly as somebody says, come and let's do pottery. Let's go make pottery. Or let's go have lunch or do that or that. But the more you get out, the more people you're going to meet. The more people you meet, the more opportunities that will come. And, one last thing, and then we're going to go to our next caller. Your spirit team is asking you to start writing a journal. Put the date on it. And write how you feel, and then explain about the day. You understand that we create our own world.
Yeah.
And so it's not just enough to think about what you want. You have to put a vibration, an emotion with it like it's already happened. Put that out there, and the universe is neutral. It's going to give you what you vibrate at. So you got 17 seconds. Make sure you're vibrating at something that you like. We see by this Christmas, and this Christmas it's really going to amp up, and then within the next year, you're going to find yourself looking back and thinking, wow, my life has really changed, and in a good way. within 1 year. And again, we're going to reiterate, let's buckle that seatbelt because you've been asking for it. It's getting ready to come, so prepare yourself.
Okay. Oh, wow. I'm looking forward to it, Shari. I hope this comes to fruition. Thank you so much for the lovely message.
You're welcome, and you have a wonderful rest of your evening.
You too, Shari. Take care. Blessings.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye. Okay, let's get to our next call here. And this is going to be area code 954. Are you there?
Yes. Hi, Shari.
Hi. Who's this?
I'm from New York. It's cold here. My name is Sharon.
Okay. Sharon from New York, and it's cold. Okay, Sharon. All right. And so it's cold. That's all we need. All right. Again, I'm going to reference Irene. Yeah, because when I say Irene is my joy guide, but she also is the middleman, so to speak, of your higher self and your spirit team.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit more about the weather. I just need to sink into your energy just a bit.
Okay, it's cold. I hear next week it's going to warm up, but today it is cold.
Okay, that's all we need. We're synced in now. All right, thank you. All right, so when I get into your energetic field, one thing they're showing me is that we love the cold weather for you. It makes us feel like we want to hunker down and we want to cook. Do you like to cook and bake or something?
No, not really. Not really.
Okay, because I got to tell you, I'm smelling food and almost like a fireplace. I feel like I want to watch movies and I want to eat heavy foods, like the heavier foods, the chilies and things of that nature when we're in the cold air.
Yeah.
We might have somebody coming in. Yeah, I like to eat too. Unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I just like to eat things that probably aren't my friend. But, okay, so let's see what we've got going on here. They're showing me a little spider. You're really good at multitasking, but it feels like you started a lot of things and you might not finish them. This could be books or things of this nature. It feels like we want to come into your house and start cleaning out closets and getting rid of things, material things that don't serve you. Have you started that yet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm trying and then I don't complete it.
Okay, because that's what we're seeing. We see where we got a lot of things going on, but it's like you jump from one to the next and we don't just really tie up all the ends and then move to the next one. What we're seeing is when we look in anybody's home, your home is a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So if you're in a cluttered home, a cluttered house is a cluttered mind. So people sometimes might start cleaning out their closets and their underwear drawer and things of this nature, and then they might start to clear out and start doing some internal work. Or it can be the other way around. You might start doing some internal work and clearing of energies and things of that nature that don't serve you, and then you'll find, I got to get rid of some of this clutter. So we see where the clutter's coming in your home now, and you're going to start to, oh boy, we got a lot. Irene, she needs to slow down. Your thoughts come very quickly, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we're in your energy and I get lost. It's I almost can't finish a sentence. Not that you're broken, don't misunderstand, because you're very good at multitasking. But we are seeing where you're going to start to clean out your closets and clean out things of this nature, but you're also going to start to go through things that are like photo albums, maybe, pictures, things that are very sentimental to you. And it's going to start to spark up emotions, and this is what we like from our perspective, because it's going to help you to do some clearing and to release some things that you have stuffed down, because we see where you have stuffed down emotions. Boy, they take me back to when you were little. They're taking me back to, 4th, 5th grade. You were a very good observer of other people. And whether you know it or not, you could look at somebody and almost peg them when you were really little, like 12, 13, 14 years old. Shut that down a bit, but then as you got older, this is starting to come online again. You're really good at looking at somebody and the way their mannerisms are, and you could probably tell me 10 things about a person. So this is going to start to really come back online for you. The more you, and it's funny, we're going to circle back around, the more you start to clear out your house, the more it's going to clear you out energetically, and the more you're going to start to see people or situations differently. Almost like the fog is lifted and you'll be able to see things for the way they really are, which might be different than what it was maybe last year. Has this started happening for you yet or not?
Yeah, I feel that with people. When I see somebody or just talking to somebody, I feel like I know their story. Like internally, not that I'm judging them, not at all, but I know what kind of happened to them and why they are the way they are.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, and I got
know.
to tell you, Irene's funny. She goes, you think it's weird now? Just wait, because it's just now starting. It's going to amp up to where you're gonna know the things about people. And this is where, we're just going to throw this out there, whether you know it or not, there is an aspect of you that came here that wanted to help and to serve people. And this is going to be the way you do it. You can be in the grocery store, and somebody behind you might be thinking, oh, my God, my life sucks. You know what? I can't do this anymore. And they're like, I'm going to kill myself. And you might pick that up and just turn around and say, oh, wow, you look great today, or whatever. And that right there could be enough to give them a little bit of hope to just try it one more day. Yeah, so you're just going to, we love it. You're just going to really start to amp up. You understand that we are all one, that every single person that you see is an aspect of you, just observing this earth from a different perspective. And you're just, I got cold chills. On this earth, we have free will. So make sure that you ask your spirit team. You don't have to know their name, or your spirit guide. Say, help me. What do I need to do today? And they will, sometimes all it takes is one sentence or a couple of words to really help someone. So this is what we see for you. So good for you. Your life is going to be, you know what?
Awesome, I'm 40. I am 42 years sober, and I go to meetings and I help people anytime I can. You're spot on.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna really amp up though. You're gonna take it up to another notch here this next year. So good for you.
Yeah, and many blessings, many blessings. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, and you have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. All right, let's go to the next caller, area code 310. I think it's area code 310.
Yes, it is. How are you?
Hi, who's this?
This is Vince, and I live in New York, but I'm calling from Pennsylvania because I work in Pennsylvania right now. And,
okay, what's your first name again?
Vince.
Vince.
You're like a Victor, but it's, yeah.
All right, perfect.
And the weather.
And what's the weather like, Vince?
The skies are clear, and the sun is slowly sinking, but it's cold.
As you said, that is funny. I don't know why I feel like I want to say, hey, today's the super moon. So if you're out at night when the moon comes up, it's supposed to be a super moon. It's awesome. If you have any crystals or any things of that nature, set them outside so I can cleanse them. With that being said, when we get into your energy, your spirit team wants me to tell you, you know what? Your words are just as important as anyone else's. When we go back through your timeline, it feels like way back when you were a child. It feels like I'm almost seeing a child that feels like I'm invisible or nobody hears me. it's somehow throughout your lifetime you've created a persona, and they show me like a little Play-Doh person. And every time somebody says something to you or anybody, it's like here comes another piece of the Play-Doh. Somebody made you feel bad. Somebody made you feel good. It molds you into the adult that you are. But we're seeing to where there's a blockage in the throat chakra, not on a physical level, but on an energetic level, because when we see what's going on in your head and when it comes out of your mouth, it's not as vibrant or brilliant as what's going on in your head. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're telling me that you don't have to know big words. You don't have to know proper English, because I sure don't. I can't spell very good. Somewhere I miss that train. But they're just saying that we love the feeling that you have with your words. I guess to put this in a nutshell, they're saying quit beating yourself up. And when you want to say something, then say it. And you can take your time. You can take as long as you want to express how you feel, because your words are very worthy of being heard. And they're just saying lower that bar, because you're raising that bar too high for yourself, and you're not making life fun. You're making it very difficult. And when you're doing something fun, you know what? I'm such a this is the only way I know how to teach. I'm such a list maker. I got to do this, that. I own 2 businesses, man, I go. But then at the end of the day, if I don't do what's on my list, then you know what? Good. Then I wasn't supposed to. Sometimes I have a whole list of things I need to do, and then I'm like, screw it, I'm not doing it. I just want to do something fun. I'm going to watch a movie. And then I thought, you know what, who cares? When we do those little things that raise our vibration, remember, it goes out to the universe. On this world, we create our own world with our vibration, and our thoughts are vibration too. Just do what makes you happy. Of course, we got to do things, let's face it. We can't always be fun and push everything to the back of the bus. But you know when you can do it. Tell you, we love music for you. You would be a wonderful songwriter. Do you like music?
I love music. I used to play guitar when I was a kid, and all the bullshit that I went through with my father, after he committed suicide, I just gave up on everything, gave up on life. But I was so good at the guitar, I could read music. I could sit down and listen to a song on the radio and start strumming it like it was nothing, like I just wrote it. And I do love writing words for music and everything. And I have a lot of lyrics always going on inside my head. It keeps me sane.
It keeps you grounded. That's why Spirit's bringing it up. And they're saying they know you love it. Start with a pen and a paper right now and write it down. Because here's the thing. When you write this music down, what it does is, of course, it brings you joy and you like to do it. But it also helps you to transmute some of the trauma that is stuck in your body.
Yeah.
And it takes you back to childhood. Think about it, man. Most kids, not all, but we would like to think, most kids are just happy-go-lucky. They wake up in the morning, they don't have an agenda of what they're going to do. Their main mission is, I'm having fun. I don't think about what I'm going to do. They just have fun. Your spirit team wants you to go back to that because you've lost that joy. And I got to tell you, and right now, tonight is a super moon. So go outside. It's huge. During a full moon, it's 3 days before the full moon and then 3 days after. Gosh, do you have allergies?
No.
I might have somebody coming in from Spirit World.
Yeah.
Let me finish that, and then I think we got somebody coming in from Spirit World. But anyway, during a full moon is when you will do your best writing. What's your dad's first name?
It was Vince translated from Polish to English. It was Vince, so it's the same as mine.
And okay, because I almost feel like I have this fatherly energy coming in here.
Yeah.
Because I got to tell you, I have an individual coming in here, right? Gosh, sorry. They take my throat, so I know that's how I got somebody coming in. He must have really struggled with allergies or something, because I'm getting such I almost can't breathe.
No wonder
he comes in.
That be.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm trying to figure out who that could be. Because as far as I know, my father didn't suffer from allergies.
Okay.
He did suffer from alcoholism, though.
Okay. Because it feels like he comes in dressed in black. And what that means, they're not in hell. From our perspective, there's only one side. When they come dressed in black to me, it tells me that they did not do what they wanted to do on this earth plane. And he's telling me he could have been a better father. He wasn't proud of himself by the way that he treated you.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he comes in, he almost won't look at me, which tells me that he has a lot of regret. But when you know better, you do better. And he wants you to break that chain. He's giving you a pair of scissors and he's saying, cut the cord, break the chain. And he says, quit settling. It's almost, they drop everything in my head and then I have to articulate it. He's saying if you're in a romantic relationship or in a friendship, it's almost like you stay in them even if they're bad. Does that make sense?
I have in the past. And
he's just saying you don't have to do that anymore. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't change your personality to fit the other person what you think they'll like the best. Just be you. If they don't like you, then scooch on. There's millions of people in the world.
Yeah.
So, does that make sense? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. Because right now I have a conflict at work, and I'm waiting to hear if HR is just going to discipline me or fire me. And at the same time, today I just came into work, but I came back from, because I just had a job interview with their competitor.
Perfect.
So I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, just follow the breadcrumbs is what your team says. And if they fire you, then so be it. Don't sweat it out because you know what? You've already got other lines in the water, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, Vince, with that being said, these are very many reads. I would like to get as many people as I can.
Okay.
So we hope you enjoyed this. And you know what? You know what? You just be your biggest cheerleader. That's all they're saying.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and scooch on now. So you have a great rest of your evening.
Okay, you too.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. And again, if you don't get a reading tonight, because I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, you can always go to my website at psychicshari.net, and Shari is spelled S-H-A-R-I. You can go to psychicshari.net, .org, or .com. They'll all take you to my website, and you can book a read, and then we can go from there. All right, so let's go to this next caller here. This is going to be area code 630. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Dion. Thank you for taking my call.
Hi.
In Asheville, North Carolina, and it is cold here right now.
Okay, I hope you weren't affected by all the hurricanes, were you?
Oh yeah, we just got our water back, but we still can't shower with it or drink it or anything. We didn't have running water for 3 weeks.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Whew. Boy, that's heartbreaking. All right, so let's just get into the energetic field here just a bit. Got to tell you, I'm seeing a beautiful rainbow around you, and it goes all the way around you, and it ripples out. When I see a rainbow, of course, it's the angels coming in for help. This is off the beat, but this is what Spirit's showing me. We love singing for you. Even if you can hum or whistle or sing, we don't know if you do that. Even in the midst of a crisis, if you can sing or hum, it raises your vibration. There's so much love from all over the world or all over the United States being sent to everyone under these hurricanes. But this is even before the hurricanes, and even now, like you said, you're going through a rough patch. Thank you, Irene. I heard Irene say, you'll build even bigger and better than what you had before. Of course, it's going to take a long time, but it not only builds your material things, but they're saying it's building your energetic body, the emotional body, and the mental body. And this is somehow needed because this will help you to help others. They said you've always been a helper. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's all going to come back. They call it in trifolds. They call it trifolds. I don't know why they said it like that, but it'll come back to you in threefold. They're just saying, they said, buckle your seatbelts because life is, believe it or not, going to get, we love Christmas time for you. Not only this Christmas, but next Christmas. And you will find, not by this Christmas, but by next Christmas, after Christmas, the January. They're just saying you're going to be in a much better place than even what you were before when the hurricanes hit. It may be hard right now because, of course, you've been through a lot when you don't have water and things of this nature, but they're just saying just don't give up hope. And it builds such a strong community. Are you finding that you're connecting with a lot of people around you?
Yeah, like I actually can't even believe how awesome the community here has been with the hurricane. It's been unbelievable. Like I completely restored my faith in humanity. People were sending stuff that didn't even know me to my dog and stuff like that. Yes, people sent me blankets and pillows and water and dog diapers and paper towel, and I have food and everything. And actually, I feel like the hurricane wasn't as bad as some of the things I've already had to overcome in my life. Yes, it was bad, but I think I've had it worse before. And it's just, like when you said it'll take a long time, I feel like it's still, it's been taking a long time for me to put things together, but I guess that's just life.
Right. And again, it not only, like we said, the material things will be replaced eventually, but the energetic bodies, the emotional and the mental, they just show me the Grinch that stole Christmas, how they showed his heart growing like 10 times or 4 times the size. That's what they're showing with you. Just, it opens up your heart, so much compassion. And like you said, people help people because you know what the world is coming to? When we look outside at the world, so many people think, oh, my God, look at the devastation. Everything's crumbling. All of these hurricanes and the school system and the banking system is crumbling and the churches and everything. But it all has to crumble in order for the new world to come. And this is part of the new world. And that is opening up, and people are starting to realize that we're all one. We're just, everybody is an aspect of you, just looking at this earth from a different perspective. And this is what it's going to take to rebuild and go into the new earth. We all are going to get there at different levels. We're all not just going to get there at once. It's all on an individual basis. But this is what is happening, and you will find that, like you said, you've been through a lot worse than this, believe it or not, right? But you will also find that not even 2 years out, you'll be like, wow. And this is going to sound weird, but we see you then, and you're going to say, wow, I'm glad I went through that. You're going to have new friendships that will last a lifetime. And the heart is opening up, and you will realize that, you know what, if I lived through this, I can live through anything. Make sure, thank you, Irene, your spirit team says you already know you're not alone. Of course, you have other helpers in the real world. What we think is real, it's really not. But on this earth, your spirit team and your helpers can't help unless you ask. So they're saying, ask, and you shall receive. I don't know why they're showing me gasoline like for cars. I'm sure there's been a shortage, but that will be fixed, I guess they're saying, before long, for most, not everyone.
When the hurricane hit, I bailed out 2 of my neighbors with gasoline. I took them with me. I waited 2 hours in line. I bought a gas can when you couldn't buy anything. And I got
that's why they're showing me gas.
I bailed out 2 people that needed to evacuate right away.
Wow. So there you go. It's almost like karma brownie points that you put into the iCloud in the sky, and that will all come back to you in the trifold. So, so make all of the good deeds, it goes out to the universe knows what you're doing. And the more you give, the more you receive. And you change lives. You always have. You just didn't realize it before. But now you're seeing how much of an impact you can make on other people. So good for you. So with that being said, Deanne, I must scoot. I'm going to try to get one more call in. So I'm so sorry you had to go through this. Yeah. But you know what? Hang in there, because you're going to find that, believe it or not, that everything that you've experienced through this hurricane is going to benefit you in the future.
Okay. That sounds great.
And again, you will keep helping others.
I will do that.
All right. All right, Deanne.
Thank
you. You know what? You take care, and it was a pleasure to serve you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay. Wow. Oh, I hate to hear that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, our next call is area code 331. Hi, are you there?
Hello?
Hi. Who's this?
Hi. It's Christine.
Hi, Christine.
From New York. Hi. I'm from New York, and the weather looked nice today, but tonight it's cold.
Okay. That's all we need. We're in your energy.
Okay.
We're just scanning it just a bit here, and what your spirit team says is, we love the way you're really good at sizing up people, but we love the filter that you have, because you could, how do we say this? Within 10 minutes of meeting somebody, you could probably tell me 10 things about them. But we do the filter that you have. Now, we're not saying that you always have that filter, but maybe more with strangers.
Okay.
So I just have a few minutes left here, 90 seconds, so we got to make this quick.
Okay.
One thing that they're showing me is that you might find yourself on an emotional roller coaster ride. Not to scare you, not to be the Debbie Downer, but from our perspective, we like this, because what we're seeing is you're starting to drudge up things from the past that you did not want to feel. You might find yourself wanting to always be busy because you don't want to feel. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
So when you feel an emotion, you're not going to give it more power. It's actually the opposite. All it wants to do is be acknowledged, and then it will start to diminish. Just feel it and own it and say, you know what, go to the light and be transformed.
Okay.
So this is what we see for you. I'm sorry, because they're going to cut me off here in a minute. But to put this in a nutshell, they're just saying what we see is that you are on a spiritual journey, and that's great.
Oh, good.
But to go through it, you got to feel. You got to feel the emotions.
Okay.
So with that being said, I'm going to get cut off. I got 4 seconds left. So I'm sorry, but I hope you enjoyed just a little snidget that we gave you.
I absolutely did, Shari. It's been wonderful just even speaking with you, and thank you for that.
Thank you. And
Thank
it was
you.
I wish I could talk more, but they're going to cut me off.
Aw.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.